hero is getting buffed to a point where it's relatively more active. Like level 1 Shadow Step is now only 60 seconds on level 1. So you have to expect Pakaz to be very active. Every time he sees an opportunity, get into the fight. Go for that next kill. And will he go for Blade Mail into Diffusal? Will he go for a Midas? Will he go Radiance, Skadi? Like there's some options in play. And one wrong item though could be the start of the end for EG.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on both teams to optimize as well. Team Spirit, of course, you need to get the right items so that you can keep the pressure up, keep trying to kill off EG and take over their map. EG, if they do end up being kind of low on resources, then every single purchase matters so much.
30 seconds to battle.
Of course, if Team Spirit do struggle in the laning phase, it's going to be quite difficult for them to fight up into EG. Like, they've got one of these lineups which, if they're, like, together, and if they're able to just kind of run around as a group, like, you're not really going to be able to pick them off too easily. Doom is tanky, Spectre's tanky, Spirit's tanky, and then on top of that, you've got Dawnbreaker and Avenge. There's a lot of save coming out. There's a lot of healing coming out there.
The battle begins.
Team Spirit going for the wraparound here. They see C-Smile, but I don't think they've got the damage to bring him down, though Toro, he's coming over. He's got the stun available. C-Smile still holding on the level up for the time being, and now is going to get that roll to get himself to safety. Now, Pakaz coming forward onto the Mira here. They've got the Blood Grenade. Mira could be the one in trouble now, but of course that concussive shot slowing down Pakaz, stopping them from really committing to the kill. Stun not available. Wave of Terror available in 1 second, but that won't be enough to grab this one. Dagger, pretty long cooldown level 1, so Mira will be able to get away.
Already so much damage getting thrown around, and so of course I think C-Smile is going to be the another loser of all of this. The fact that he's going to be less than half HP, already chugging some tangos, and Lal, oh nice, my enemy's just got no HP in this lane.
Yep.
I would be surprised if Lal gets a kill on this, but still, C-Smile needs to be. He's even just rolling in. Okay, he doesn't care.
Oh, it has to, right? Like it's his only spell. It's yeah. Unfortunately, had to level that to get away, and now has to level with low HP and the wrong spell in the middle lane. It's very awkward indeed.
Earthroot mids often like to go for that border smash level 1. It helps them secure the range creep, and if their enemy mid does step up, can go for the kill.
Toro taking some heavy hits here. Whisper looking to try and run him down. Of course, Toro should be fine here. He's got a stick. They're kind of out of resources, but these guys, they are going at it in the first game of the day.
The creep pulling shenanigans, right?
Oh my goodness, that's getting rather close there. Matthew gets off the Starbreaker. Keeping him low. I'm talking about keeping low. C-Smile again just being swashbuckled down. Bolt now complete on the Pangolier. C-Smile, he's still a little bit too far away from his. Don't have the level 3, but it's coming out to him now. It's so late though. It's going to really hurt his laning phase. You can already see Pangolier almost doubling his CS, and that's going to be a kill coming out as well. Lal brings him down.
As expected, yes.
Just the events of the bounty runes that now kicking in. Lal getting the solo kill. Getting the water rune as well. It's nearly corrosion done at the 2-minute mark for Lal. Everything that we just said for EG during the draft is built around this Earth Spirit, and 2 minutes in, things aren't really connecting for them.
Yeah, and as you say, all due to the level 1. The bounty rune fight. He didn't die, but he got low, and that's almost worse. We'll be able to kick Lal away, and even using the bottle here. So, you know, these are the small acts of efficiency he needs to be doing to get himself back into this one. But Lal is doing so much damage to him, chasing him back all the way. Swashbuckle will be available in 1 second, as well as a shield crash. But C-Smile now with the water rune at his disposal should be okay. But yeah, it's pretty painful.
He also, during that aggression, Lal brought his courier to the mid-tier 2 without the corrosion complete to then send it back to mid lane to grab the corrosion. Very small thing, but it is going to delay Lal's ability to further push C-Smile out of this mid lane due to the mismarker on his courier. He's now sending it back again for the 2nd time. I'm just looking at the minimap, guys, but Lal's courier is just doing everything but delivering him his items right now.
Yeah, talking about the acts of efficiency from C-Smile with the water rune, and then the acts of inefficiency from Lal. Maybe that's going to be the difference maker. Or at least keep the Spirit in the lane a little longer. But still definitely going to be Lal feeling very good about things here. down the bottom side, just kind of trading HP and very successfully on the side of EG. They're pretty tanky, so they're able to put a little bit of hurt onto Team Spirit here.
I think EG's doing better than expected in the bot lane. I didn't really think that a Doom Dawnbreaker would be able to muscle up too much into how potent CK and Grimstreak is, but this no points in Devour going for Scorched Earth provides you quite a lot of kill threat on this Whisper Doom.
Yeah, he's deciding to fight the lane, which you'd like to see, but in the middle lane, a rotation comes in from Matthew, not really resulting in much. But knowing that Whisper's going to be okay on his own really enables Matthew to come in and try and help out here, and he's going to get the Water Rune. Might be in trouble, though. Lar just kind of chasing him down. I think he's just going to be able to kill him here. I don't see Matthew getting away from this one with Swashbuckle available in 1 second. Oh, Spirit Breaker. Oh, doesn't connect. Lar gets the kill. Spirit Breaker, Starbreaker.
I thought you said Spirit Breaker. It's like, yeah, I know he's very good right now, but he's not in the game, don't worry.
Because I'm casting with you, it's just always in my mind. Oh, that was cute.
Ooh, nice kick.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah. Oh, luckily, guys, don't worry. I mean, Centaur's not in the game, but that bug has been fixed from yesterday. Where the Earth Spirit just gets stuck inside roll permanently because of the cart.
Kind of hoping to see it again. It's pretty entertaining, but I guess no Centaur in this game, so
everyone in Seattle's like, oh, no, we don't want to see it again. What are you talking about? Game breaking bugs, please. No, thank you. Quite a trader farm right now, I think. Spectre pretty much in the window of getting whatever he can. Oh, and Nukari, a little bit of pressure. Nice rotation from C-Smile here.
Yeah, does take him away from the Starbreaker, though, and a big Inkswell's going to come off, but C-Smile still thinking of chasing, but not going to go under the tower for this one. A little bit too risky, so the rotation doesn't quite pay off for C-Smile. Unfortunately, a little bit of anti-synergy there with a kickback, although that said, spells off cooldown once again. They'll look for Miposhka instead. They'll take the consolation prize, and this should be a kill.
Panda, hi, I'm here. Bye-bye.
Dire's middle tower is
Just sticks his head through the portal, grabs the XP, pieces out back to top lane again. Thanks, guys.
Plus 27 gold. Hell yeah. I did this. I think for EG, though, they are kind of telling us that they don't have an answer to this Bristleback. Like, they're making the rotations away from him. I don't think there's going to be ever really any kill threat. And at some point, Picards will get pushed out of this top lane. So EG just to make moves as well as they can. And Lau, he's just having one of the best games so far. 2-0, 37 CS, 6 minutes taking the mid tier 1 tower. He's already got pretty much mana boot complete.
Yeah, it's Whisper now in a bit of trouble. He's trying to heal himself up, obviously trying to stay alive, and the Yatora is getting turned around upon a bit here, but they don't have the damage to bring him down. The Chaos Knight's going to survive. Matthew now being chased under the tier 1 tower. Yatora, no health, no cares. They'll bring him down regardless.
Yo, look at Panda.
Gets that kill.
Panda's coming in. This is his time to shine. Let's go!
Oh, the Vengeful Spirit solo wraparound. You love to see it.
What a drive-by.
The magic stick fairy fire venge, nonetheless. The Mirror could be in some trouble here as well. C-Smile's coming across, and yeah, it's going to be another hero going down. Hello. EG able to scrape up some scraps here, but Lyle just sneaks it across. Yeah. He's got an Arcane Rune. He wants to make the most of it here. Not going to pop the Rolling Thunder, though. I don't expect him to with the Arcane Rune, but no kill potential, so we'll just settle for the cheeky little pick-off at the sidelines.
I don't know why, but that play from Panda just reminded me of, like, you know, the 50-50s that you used to see on Reddit from the Eternal Envy days?
Yeah.
I feel like that could have easily been one of them. Like, Panda walks in, 1v3, dies instantly. Or does he solo kill Yataro, TI winner, on his position 5 Venge?
Lol. Does get the block off onto C-Smile. Puts him in a very awkward position. Miposhka coming across as well. Rolling Thunder, gonna be able to run him down. And another sad death in the middle lane. This Earth Spirit having a pretty miserable time every time he comes back to mid.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh boy. Lol. Kind of feels like he's just gonna run away with this one.
Yeah, there's nothing really to stop the Bristle or the Pangolier right now, I feel like, for EG. And EG are doing a pretty good job at least getting something from the side of the map, but when you can only play 1/3 of the map, it doesn't really give you the most confidence. They are looking at Yataro once again on the bot side of the map. They are going to find him.
They will indeed, and this is a double damage Dawnbreaker coming on through here and throwing the Shadow Step just to make sure he goes down, and Yatoro will fall again. The only core on the side of Team Spirit to struggle, and EG are really just kind of sticking their fingers in that wound at the moment.
Dire's top tower is under
D-Ward comes through though. Team Spirit look to kind of take back control of this area a bit.
And they're mass TPing top. They're going to try and 4-man gank Collapse, but he's already dragging the wave.
I mean,
There's no real way to gap close right now. That's going
yeah.
to be the main concern here for EG. Without the Surf Spirit, they don't have the cleanest form of initiation. And
The
what's
Spirit is coming over. They've
walking
got the Doom available. Do they throw it down is the question. The answer is yes. They're going to go for it. Kick back into everybody. Stuns there as well. Collapse getting very low. They finish the job. They get the kill. But now they need to get themselves away. And Lal, his Rolling Thunder is up. To pop onto the Spectre. Panda sitting behind doesn't have the level 6 to swap him out just yet though, so Pakaz, he's not even going down though. Team Spirit, they're not getting anything from this.
Yatoro also popping his ultimate. Trying to find Matthew.
Ooh, bad timing there,
Just kept
unfortunately, on the Reality Rift. Doesn't follow up with the Chaos Bolt as well. EG, despite being a little bit behind here, making some lovely, lovely moves in the laning phase.
Yeah, just really nice stuff there. To play on the Doom bot lane, going for that kind of slightly different build with the Scorched Earth, to then utilize that Twin Gate and get a kill on Bristleback. Like, at this point in the game, at 10 minutes, you don't expect 5 heroes to be making a gank, but if EG aren't ganking with 5, they're probably not going to be getting the kill. So that is testament to EG understanding how difficult the transition from laning phase to the mid game will be. And they are just making sure they use absolutely everything to get some of these key kills. Unfortunately, he isn't really stopping the farm of Collapse as he moves towards nearly a triple or a quad stack here in the Ancients. And 2 components deep into his Aghanims. The inevitable Bristle timing of the mid game is coming in full swing.
Yeah. He's doing all right. It was a setback, but, you know, it's the difference between him absolutely reaching godlike timings and him just reaching pretty good timings, which he's still heading towards. Still, these are the things they need to do to give themselves a chance in this game. You know, any delaying tactics is good for EG with this draft.
Yeah. And if we look at Spectre, of course, when we say delaying, it's all going to be about what does Spectre do with the god that he gets, and it looks like he's going to be going for a Blade Mail. It's not as if Blade Mail is the best in this game, I feel, just because of CK having lifesteal, Bristle naturally being quite tanky, Pango not carrying. But it is a very good farming tool because you get to reflect some of the damage back onto the neutral creeps. So it's kind of more of a farming tool, I feel, rather than the I can crush a team fight with it that other drafts might be able to utilize.
Yeah, I mean, from the games I've seen, I think it's built almost every time, unless you're having like a really good game where you can just run around and kill people. It's, yeah, as you say, good farming tool in combination with dispersion and bit of safety. Just a ridiculous item at the moment, to be fair. Blade Mail's just kind of silly. We see a lot of heroes building it, which just makes me wonder, what is our Spirit heading towards?
Yeah. A Blade Mail for himself, most likely.
Looks like it, but he's not giving anything away. He's got that magic wand in his quick buy.
Well, the thing is, no, man, he doesn't have much gold to really give anything away, does he? He's not had a very good game so far.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, he hasn't. Still holding on. There we go. Blade Mail queued up now. Alrighty. That will be what the chainmail is for. So 2 Blade Mails coming out, you know, it's an alright combination. Reflect a bit of that AoE damage. You know, we talked a little bit before about this kind of group up potential which EG has when they are as 5 men. It is very difficult to bring them down, but Panda, meanwhile, just getting plonked on the head by Yatoro. It's going to be an easy pickup for Team Spirit up on the top side. So they start to take over the dire jungle.
Yeah, for the double Blade Mail, at least it potentially could prevent Lyle from being as free in his spell usage due to the Swashbuckle not wanting to hit 2 Blade Mail targets and put himself in maybe kind of half HP territory. But still, it's just sit back, hit the creeps, and I think for Spirit though, yes, it looks like they're being relatively passive, but their biggest timing will be at around about 60 minutes. When the shards come in, you throw one onto the Grimstroke, you pick up the shard plus Ags from the Bristleback. I think you can expect Spirit to be looking to make some game-breaking plays in the next probably 5 to 6 minutes. But before that window comes in, I think EG, as soon as they have Haunt available plus Doom, go look for a kill, get a pick, reset, and then be ready for that inevitable timing. And yeah, they're smoked up right now, but Spirit, they've already played this top side of the map already. They're not going to be lingering here.
You say that.
Totoro actually now re-enters the jungle.
But here's a greedy man on a horse hit, looking to get some creeps. A swap is going to come in time. There's a Doom coming out. There's a Shadow Step. The whole kitchen sink being thrown at Yatoro, and nobody is here to help him out, so he will be falling. Team Spirit, do they want to come and invade and get a bit of revenge for their fallen comrade?
Dire's middle tower.
That was very aggressive positioning from the Yatoro there.
It really was. Oh, silence comes out onto Matthew, meaning he cannot use that Celestial Hammer to get himself away. So, yeah, Team Spirit, they make a trade. Not a good trade, but they still make a trade. The thing is, what do they do when Yatoro's back? Because Doom's going to be on cooldown. Maybe you've got a little bit of a window here to play and start to pressure some towers.
I don't think Spirit needs to overreact too much at this point in the game. Like, I already mentioned how important this 15 to 20 minute window will be for Team Spirit. We're talking about going for Roshans, getting their shards, completing the Aghanims. Like, once all these things come in, then yes, if a Doom's on cooldown, they'll cross the river and keep making those plays. But until then, it's just, okay, they killed us, whatever, keep farming up, wait for everyone to be ready to take that fight, and then go for it. And it's why EG feels relatively comfortable so far, because Spirit aren't making just forced errors, right? They're just playing for when can we break EG rather than when we maybe break them.
Well, the first puzzle piece in breaking EG is on its way out as Collapse's Aghanim Scepter now does arrive. And in the middle lane, they're looking for Whisper. Once again, that combination coming down. Mystic Flare doing a lot of work. They'll throw the ultimate down from the Dawnbreaker to try and keep him alive. And Miri's going to be the one to die in response. The jump in from C-Smile and from Pakaz gets them that kill, but Collapse now arrives. He's got this Aghanim Scepter, immediately blows up C-Smile with it. Stun out onto two. A beautiful Link Swell coming on down. Swap back onto Collapse, brings him under tower. Does he care? It's just going to set him up for another Bristleback. Whisper narrowly surviving that one, and the Bristle will die. What do you make of that one, T?
I'm going to say worth. EG worth.
Yeah.
I think Collapse, he got a bit excited. He picked up his Aghanims. He saw the grouping, the potential three-man Bristleback quill spam with the Aghanims, and instead he kind of just threw it onto a Blade Mail. Pakaz, he gets another kill, and yeah, I think that's kind of a win. Spectre, early game 3 kills, get yourself to a Radiance. Little bit over-aggressive from Spirit there.
Yeah, you know, Bristleback, he had his shiny new Aghanims. He wanted to show it off to everybody, and he certainly did. 2 phenomenal uses of it, but goes down in the process, unfortunately. And now Whisper, he's going to get caught out as well. He's going to be taken out for 30 seconds.
Yeah, do you see how Spirit positions now? Like this window that I was mentioning?
So aggressive.
Now they don't care. They're just inside the Dire jungle, between the tier 2 towers, and it's like, Collapse, you go be the carry in bot lane. We're just going to run around and click spells and just prevent them from being efficient on their farm.
Bold maneuver, just trying to blade mail the Bristleback. Bristleback doesn't care at all. And in the middle lane, they manage to catch out. Oh, poor old C-Smile again. This is just the cursed lane for him. Every time he turns up here, he just gets donked on.
But it's the mid lane. It's where he belongs.
Yeah. This is my home. 17 minutes in, 5k gold advantage for Team Spirit with his very aggressive draft, and they are executing at the moment. Doing well, putting the pressure, taking over the map, and forcing EG to kind of play their hardest to come back into this. They have been making good moves on EG, definitely showing us that there are teams to be reckoned with, and they can put a fight to Team Spirit, but
C-Smile, he's pinging out the Bristleback. He's dragging his team over for a fight. He wants to try and go for him.
Yeah, that's a tricky target. Maybe if he's by himself, sure, but with the 2 supports behind him, that's not really looking very possible, and they'll recognize that and back themselves off on EG. But still, they get them out of that area of the map, so small win in that regard. If they can get the ward, that would be even better.
Yeah, and the important thing here, you see it on the screen, EG, they are the team right now who, if they are to lose this entire series, would be in a kind of elimination spot tied up with SMG.
Yeah.
Today is the day we'll find out who does get eliminated from each of the groups. So EG have everything to play for, and of course Spirit already locked in as first place of the group. So they're kind of playing with a little bit more of a creative freedom, so to speak, in this final series for Team Spirit.
Yeah, definitely. And they only need one win, right, on EG, not the full series. Oh my god, Seasmar just gets absolutely bonked. He can't show. He cannot show. And when he's dead, it's really hard for EG to make fights happen as well, so... Pretty costly, but, you know, Doom and Spectre still doing their best to farm up. I mean, Radiant's on the way for Kaz, but... I don't know how much it's going to help things at the moment. Things just kind of getting out of control for Team Spirit at the moment.
It's like anywhere you look, just someone can die, right? Because it's going to be a Shadowblade CK walking at you, either a Pango with a Blink Diffusal, and then just the existence of Collapse. And 19 minutes for Spectre to get Blade Mail Radiance, it isn't that bad. The real issue is, where's the next source of damage going to be coming in? Because yes, they can doom someone, but unfortunately for Seasmar, he's only got 6,000 net worth to his name. He's only like, what, 1,500 higher than the Grimstroke. It's for the position 4 of Spirit. They are kind of lacking that extra piece of the puzzle to give themselves a fight, but I think luckily for EG, Seasmar has the levels. He is level 12, 2 points in Magnetize. If they are to overextend behind the tower, utilizing the swap, the Solar Guardian, and all the stuff we mentioned during the draft, then there could always be that comeback potential with these types of heroes. The thing is, though, you're always playing for Spirit to make the overextension rather than your draft naturally finding the moves. So Spirit, of course, are going to be a little bit disciplined right now. Most likely, I'd expect them to look towards Roshan at some point, just to give themselves a little bit more confidence as they sweep across the map of the Dire side.
Yeah, Roche been kind of ignored up until this point, but, you know, only 20 minutes into the game. Doesn't feel like it the way Team Spirit are playing as they pick up yet another kill on some Matthew up on the top side. That's a crazy thing about Yatoro as well. Like, do you remember how much he was shut down in the early game? He had no game. I mean, he's just been able to play his way back into it.
I think there's that kind of psychological warfare with surely CK can't be farming this aggressive the entire time, right? Because he
needs help. There is no Dawnbreaker, though, to come and help him. Yeah, I think he's just going to get brought down here. Nothing else he can do. Yatoro and Lal bring him down. Yatoro does take a ton of damage whilst trying to do that, but it doesn't make a difference. Like as I said, regardless. And again, you know, you see the difference there. If they didn't kill Matthew, they would have never made that play. Because Matthew's dead. Oh, hold on. They're going for this right now. Grimstroke, he's going to get killed off first. Yatoro, can they find him? Well, he's just going to turn around and fight the guy. He actually drags him into the Mystic Flare, and Yatoro brings down another. Who's looking for whom is the question, and Collapse tries to just blow up the Venge who's TPing out. Bristleback doesn't quite kill him off in time.
EG just not in position to help their Spectre there, and then trying to go for the big players, right? It's okay, they killed our Spectre, maybe they're not ready for us to make a smoke. They just don't have the damage. It is going to be the key story of all these engagements right now for EG. Where is the damage for their pickoffs? They need more time, they need more items, more levels, and Yatoro, he goes from bot to top. He's okay, there was a sentry, a random sentry in top lane, and Yataro's dead.
Very nicely done, EG, finding the ways. Just holding on. I mean, oh, it's so tough. I mean, the fact they're still killing off like the position 1 at a 13k gold deficit is definitely commendable, but what can they really turn it into? I don't think it's going to be a lot. And then the moment Yatoro is back, there's going to be no Doom in play. So I feel like they just flick the switch again. In fact, a Team Spirit even turning off right now. They're looking towards the middle lane. Matthew, he's going to show, and he is going to be in some trouble. Sarged out onto him. 4 stop is there. Not going to make a difference. That's a double damage Pangolier. Taking down Matthew again.
The question is, would you take a trade for Collapse soloing a Tormentor to then lose your carry? Tormentor or your carry? Tormentor or your carry? I'm not saying Collapse could have saved your turret. That's not the scenario. It's more, which one's better value? Do you think EG's sad they lost a shard? Or are they really happy they killed a CK?
I think just the psychological, you know, killing heroes always feels good. It's fundamental lore in Dota. Even if someone's diving your fountain, if you manage to like buy back, stun them, even if you've already lost, you're still like, I gotcha.
Yeah. And I think Pakaz is showcasing what Spectre can do. Of course, in this type of game, it'll always be a little bit difficult, but I think in future drafts, future play, like the speed in which you can just appear in a fight, contribute the damage, and then dip back out. 60-second cooldown, scaling down to, what, 40 seconds at level 18?
Yeah,
that's incredibly potent. And I think Yatoro will need to play a little bit more cautious, not to give away some cheap kills.
Mira sees Panda. He's the first one to fire here. Silence comes out, and Panda is just gone. Now Lal, me looking for the second target here. He's onto Dawnbreaker, but turns around to deal with Seasmile instead. Seasmile's just gone. Oh no, Solar Guardian gonna save the day there. Oh, my poor little Earth Spirit. He's so close to his BKB as well, but just cannot find a way into this game. Like, Whisper and Packhouse, you know, they've been playing some game. They've been actually using their heroes in this one, but Spirit, it's just not come together.
Nice.
And collapsed just incredibly Roshan now. What the hell?
My finest creation, yes.
Yusora dies again for it. Who is the carry of this team? I don't remember, but Lal jumping in onto 2 here. Big stun coming out. Packhouse held still, but Blade now kind of warning them off at the moment. And Whisper with the BKB as well, also a big threat. Bristleback coming up into their faces right now, but he has got the Aegis, so he doesn't really care about dropping. Matthew trying to TP out, but he gets away on a sliver of HP. Lal still chasing though. Doom no longer has a BKB, and for that he shall die. Another death as Team Spirit really start to run them down and collapse. I'm not sure he's stopping. He's got an Aegis, he's got a Sange, he's got a Bloodstone. Coming up the high ground, EG, they do force him back for the time being, but goodness gracious, Pikaz in a spot at the moment, but finds a little hidey hole in the trees to keep himself alive in.
This is like it's just like the perfect game. Collapse playing his little PvE Dota, right? Soloing Tormentors, soloing Roshan. Meanwhile, the rest of his team's like scrapping through, like, we'll find the pickoffs, we'll find the kills. Like, Collapse is just like chilling. And Seasmile is just dying. So many constants in this game.
He was like 30 gold off his BKB. He just wanted to take one wave for it.
I've heard you say that so many times now. He's so close to beat. Ah, but he's dead. Oh no.
Oh no. In the middle lane again.
Matthew.
Nonetheless, a Collapse gonna run down Matthew. Matthew swinging his hammer around. You can swing that hammer all you like, my friend. They've put up a good fight, EG, but it is feeling like Team Spirit are running away with that one, and there's not much to be done.
It's rare that I say this, but I feel like EG might actually just be playing for level 25 Doom. And it makes me really uncomfortable. At 26 minutes, I'm bringing this up, but how do you kill Bristleback right now? Yeah, they don't have this burst damage. They don't really have Diffusal or Skadies. Pikaz is also dying top lane.
He is indeed. This is a big pickoff. It's taken them a while to find it, but Pakaz finally falls up on the top side. But yeah, I agree. I feel like maybe that wasn't the plan coming into the game, but at the point they're at now, they're like, we don't really have another way back in, boys. Panda does actually pop the dust and find the Skywrath, but it's not going to make much of a difference here. Oh, maybe. Forced off. Yeah, let's get away.
He's too quick.
Jesus. I was worried for a minute. The Bristleback is in, though. In comes Collapse, just running down Panda, hero after hero. They're kicking him away. They're kicking him out of the tier 4s. What is going on right now? They're going to doom him. They're going to doom the Aegis Bristleback. He's just running around doing whatever he wants, and he doesn't care.
Dive the fountain.
Kick him in. Kick him in. He's asking for it. He's going, go on, buddy. Do it. Do it. Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
He gets doomed, he gets kicked into the fountain, and he doesn't even lose his Aegis. I mean, oh, it's a roughie, it's a toughie.
Should Collapse have traded his Aegis to kill Seasmile one more time? That's the real question for me. He had an opportunity. Oh, Mira though.
Yeah, Pakaz is going to try and pick up the freebie, but is it really free if he dies for it? That is the question. Roll in. Seasmile, he's got a BKB, everybody. He could maybe try and take this fight. The swap is there, but it's not enough. Lal finds him regardless. Blinks on top of him with the Rolling Thunder, as I'll take down Panda as well. The Bristleback, the Yutaro CK, the Lal Pangolier, just taking heroes left, right, and center. EG, they got to be close to tapping out soon. I have no idea how they're planning on coming back into this.
I'm not even going to try and sugarcoat. I just don't think they come back into this. Like, it's mainly on EG, and to show how, you know, strong-minded they are to maybe just throw out a couple scraps in the next couple of minutes. But for Spirit, they have just put on an absolute show with how to utilize Bristle in the offlane. You pick up an active carry, you look for the fights. Bristle is kind of the hidden carry from the offlane, and once he hits his farm, just take over the game. Bot Rax is the fool. mid racks as well. They can't get mega creeps because of the top tier 2. PG, it's always been wait, farm, hope to get the levels, and just, of course, good teams just aren't going to give you that time.
Collapse coming in once again under the tier 4s. Still has that Aegis. Only 17 seconds left upon it, but it's not like there's anything what GG can really do about it. Mahayatura was just kind of happy just kind of being relegated to position 3, I suppose, this game. I mean, sure, he's still the carry, but Collapse is really doing everything.
Yeah, I think the best teams in the world are the teams that have that flexibility in what their cores are doing on the map. You don't always need your position 1 to hit the creeps, your position 3 to make the space, and your position 2 to like connect the dots, right? Like I feel having that freedom of let's go for a bristleback strategy, and all you need to do, Yatara, is play any core that can help contribute to the first 20 minutes of fighting, right? And CK is one of those heroes that does it extremely well. And yeah, I think this freedom in both draft and play can just take teams to very deep runs in tournaments. And of course, Spirit, top of the group, yet to lose a game.
Here we go, though. Lar does get his Linken's pop. The Doom comes out successfully upon him. They're throwing everything they've got onto the Pangolier, except for the Spectre, who's going after all the targets right now. But they need to finish this guy off, and they're not going to be able to do so. Now Collapse just comes in and tears them apart. They will be able to kill off the Lar Pangolier, but they're going to lose just about everybody for it, except for Wisp, who's just pieced off down the river. And GG is called. Game number 1, convincingly going in Team Spirit's favor.
Yeah, just a really nice draft there from Team Spirit. Just punished the greediness of EG. I don't think this lineup is too great for the current meta. I think maybe if your opponent matches you in the lack of objective pressure and lane pushing, then you can go for this type of lineup. But